So here we go. It is the AppSumo Tool of the Year sale. This is where they've brought back tools that have been very popular over 2024 and they are now for sale again. I've actually reviewed a couple of these before, so I'm going to ignore those and focus on the three that I've not used. And one in particular is definitely my favorite. It's an absolutely brilliant tool. So let's dive straight in with the first one. So first up, we have Reach Inbox. It offers the option of up to 4 tiers, and the main difference being the number of active leads, workspaces, and AI credits. The nice thing about this deal is that even at tier 1, you could get a lot of use out of this if you wanted to do email warm-up campaigns. So if you're new to cold email marketing, this is a great tool that offers a lot of features that you're going to need to get the hang of if you want to start sending out emails. So here we have the main dashboard. I've only had it for a couple of days, so I've just set up one email address to just test out a few of the features. You can see it's in the process of warming up that email address. And straight away, what impressed me was I like this overview panel. So we can see how many down here, Wednesday, 2 emails, 4, 6, it's ramping up the number of emails. And then I like the fact that it gives this scoring and it checks these vital settings that you need to have. So right from the off, I liked how easy this is to use. So I've added an email address. Now, if you don't have email addresses for cold outreach, they advertise Zapmail on their dashboard. They advertise it at so much per month, but basically you have to take 10, 30 or 100 mailboxes. You see the price 32, 82 or 250. And that is to get the email boxes get set up, and then you can use those email boxes within Reach Inbox. So you can see here's the advert at the top. So that will take you through to Zapmail, and they automatically sort out these vital settings for you. Once your mailboxes are set up, head over to the campaign area, add new, very easy to do. And this is where the AI credits element comes in. First thing you have to do is add some leads. You can upload a CSV file. You may have a list, Google Sheet. I'm just going to add one manually. Once you've added your leads, you can either create from scratch if you know what you want to say. You can create from a template, or you can use AI. There's a good range of templates. You can see they're all listed down the side here, follow-ups, case studies, and they're all quite brief emails, but it gives you a starting point if you need some ideas on what to send out. Let's just quickly create one with AI. It can generate a single email or a sequence. So I'm going to just quickly give it some instructions. So for this test, I'm going to do it for reachinbox.ai. I've given some elements and value props. And then under advanced options, you can adjust the length. You can have the creativity. There's all these extra little bits and pieces. Let's just try storytelling. Let's bump up the paragraphs. And we can have multiple steps. I'm going to say 5. Let's go crazy. Once you've sorted your settings, you drop into the preview screen and you can see it's starting to generate the different steps. So as I scroll down, we've got 3 steps written already. Step 1, wait for 1 day, then step 2, wait for 1 day, step 3, step 4, step 5, and you can review all the different emails. Once you're happy, you say apply. You can edit these if you want to. Once you're happy with the emails, you come over to the schedule section. You can do the timings. You can set the time for those timings as well. So if you're emailing a different country, make sure to select the right country, and you can set different days. And then in the options bit, it's got some really cool options that I've not seen before. So there's the usual stuff like adding mailboxes. So you can use multiple mailboxes. You can stop sending emails on reply. You've got tracking, link tracking. Those will both be disabled if you send text only emails. So you can't send text only emails and have tracking. You've got your limits. And then if we keep going down, what we have, which I've not seen before, is this use of AI, automatic out of office rescheduler. So if it detects that an out of office reply has come in, it can resend the email 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks later, which I think is a very cool idea. And it also has bounce protection. So if you're sending emails and they're just not being delivered, they're bouncing back, you could damage your emails and your campaign, so it will stop if the rate exceeds 10%. Another nice little option. Once you've done all your settings, you just hit launch and that's it. It's done. It will launch away. You've then got your one inbox. So any replies will come into a central place. You don't have to keep logging into all the emails separately. And you've got a load of analytics. Now I've just done a little test one. So that's why I've got a little spike here. But that was super easy. Took a few minutes to set up, and it looks like it's got everything you need. So if you've not tried cold email outreach, this is definitely one to take a look at, and I'll put an affiliate link down below. So URL Monitor is a service that monitors your website. It monitors it daily, and it can bulk submit indexing requests for your pages. The different tiers are pretty basic. It's just an increase in the number of websites you can do this for, the number of pages per day, and then tier 3 upwards, you get the white label dashboard and reports. So once you've signed up, you get access to this dashboard. You have to connect your Google account, and you can only sign up for this with a Google account because it needs access to your sites. So I've got my sites down the side, just blur those out for privacy reasons. And then you can enable or disable, because obviously you may have access to more sites in your search console than you want to use this with or have access to. And so you basically toggle them on or off depending on which ones you want to use this with. In order to make full use of this, you're going to have to grant access. And to do that, you can grant access to these bots basically. So you can see I've only activated one. There's a quota of 200 a day. I think that's a Google limit. And so to submit more pages per day, you have to grant access to each of these. And these are just automation bots basically. And you just follow the setup procedure to add them to the permissions page, and that will allow it to index multiple pages beyond the usual limit. Once you've got it all connected, you can come into this report page. This will show you how many pages I can submit today, and that would increase the more of those bots I've connected to this particular site. It shows the number of index pages and not index, and you get all the pages listed down the side. And if you've got a green tick, you're good. But I've obviously got some work to do and take a look into this to see why it's not been indexed yet. Swapping to a different site, you can see I've got more pages here, 2 not indexed, and I can go down and have a little look. And if I keep going down, everything else is looking good. So this is very much a set and forget tool. If you are using this with client sites and you want to share these results, you can download a report, and if you are tier 3 upwards, that report can be white labeled. So you just add your company name and your company logo, and that would brand the report, and you could send that off to clients, and it just gives them the same information that you've seen on screen. How impactful this will be in the long run, I don't know. I've only just set this up, and so it'll take some time for me to go through and check various other websites and see if this does have a positive impact. But if you want to check out the full deal details, then click the affiliate link below. Finally, we have what I would consider to be the tool of the year of the tools of the year, and that's Markey. And I don't just like it because it's got a similar name to me. I like it because within 10 minutes of getting this set up, you can see how amazing it is. So here's the tiering information. If you're an agency, tier 3 is the obvious way to go because you can generate unlimited posts and you get an agency dashboard and up to 50 brands. Now, what does that mean? Well, let me dive into the app and show you. So here I am on the dashboard. I'm going to show you how this works by setting up a new business. Now, this is going to be a bit of an experiment for me because I'm going to be using an e-commerce business rather than a service provider business. So we're going to generate the business profile. To do that, you give it the web address and it goes away, scans the website, figures out what the website's about and creates a business profile. And that profile then informs the system about the kinds of posts it should go ahead and generate. Now, while I'm talking to you, it's going to do all this. And the first time I did this, I thought there'd be a lot more steps, but actually I was really impressed because it goes through this process that you can see on screen. And then within a few minutes, you've got posts that are ready to go out to social media. Of course, you do have to connect to your different profiles. So here we go. Let's have a look at what we've got. So let's improve post quality. So it's picked out the logo. It's a black and white logo, but that might not be the brand color. So you can go in here and you can adjust the brand color. Let's just pick a green. Business name. It's got the tone of voice. Warm, passionate, conveys a sense of personal connection. That's pretty cool. So let's say next. So here's where the AI element comes in. It's scanned the website and it's come up with this marketing strategy. So these are the topics, and these topics are used to generate content and posts. Now, the theme elements are the types of posts it does, and there's actually more than it initially suggests. But when you first log into the system and set this up, you're not going to really understand what all these are. So my suggestion would be to take a look, if you can, at these small things. And if it looks kind of right, fine, say more. So I think this is a bit too heavy on the blues. So let's scroll down and pick some softer colors. You can edit this later, don't worry about that. And let's hit finish. And so in the space I've been talking, it has scanned the website, pulled information from the website, created ideal avatars, created a marketing strategy, and now it's actually generating a fresh batch of social media posts. I haven't connected the social media profiles yet, but boom, there you go. It's coming up with new posts, and this is all based on the information it's just gleaned from the website. So this is this is brilliant. So we've got the little quote, the address, the logo, and then it's created a picture post, and it's also got the text to go under that as well. Different looks. So these look great. Obviously, you now have to go through and you can see it's done something like what, 19, 20, something like that. There's quite a lot. We can then mark it ready for review, or you can schedule it and that will drop into the automatic posting scheduler. So there's loads for me to go through, and that's all in the space of however long. I don't know how long I've been recording. 4 minutes, it says 4 minutes from entering the business address to having posts ready to go. If you've got a post but you're not too keen on the design, it's worth noting there's not only the caption editor, and that's, you can refine it, short and longer, form a casual, custom, but you can also go into the design editor as well. And this is super helpful if you want to swap out the generic images for your own. You can add your own images, so you could upload your products, pop them in, and then if you want to adjust the text, you can do so as well. So it's a great all-in-one suite for social media management. There's also this curious button up here, which I've not tried yet, so let's give it a go. Let's change to video. So also animate. So that's animated the text. That's pretty cool. Audio library. So that wasn't quite suitable. So you'd have to go through these. You've got different elements you can add. So really comprehensive set of tools to be able to generate social media posts, whether they're static or animated. This, you can almost generate an advert and then download that and perhaps use it as a Facebook ad. So lots of cool options available to you. So if we go to the business, you can go in, we can set up the business email, the phone, we've already got the website, social handle. This is where you can edit the marketing strategy. If you're not quite getting the results you want, you can tweak the marketing strategy, the call to actions. We've got additional settings, and we're going to branding. We can change the logo, so logo background. We can add a headshot, which I might do, and that gives us the headshot for the kind of the tweet post, the quote posts. And then in socials, you can set when you want to post. So you can see Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 3 p.m. And I like that you can do variability. So one thing that always gets me with social media posters, if you say 3 p.m. every day, it's 3 p.m. every day. Here, it will randomize the posting by plus or minus 5 minutes. Just makes it look a little bit more natural. And good selection of social media accounts: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn company page, LinkedIn personal page, TikTok, Pinterest, and Google Business. So you can connect all of those, and then when your post goes out, it'll go to each of these separately. After you've gone through the first set of posts, you may find that some of them aren't quite the right sort of topics. So you can now come in and have a look at the topics and go, well, I didn't really like the community one, let's just turn that off. You can import topics, or you can create topics as well. So if you want to give it a lot more guidance, you can give the title and a description. And that's super helpful that they've already come up with some, because you can see the kind of things that the AI needs to know. Once you've had a look through all these posts, you get a better idea of what the themes look like with your brand. So you can then go to the theme section, take a look at them, and we can say view all, and let's have a little look. You see the ones that have the little tick, they're the ones being used. By default, memes aren't selected. You could select those if you want. Let's have a little look. Actually, that one looks a bit better. Let's change that. Let's have a coffee one. And if you didn't like some of them, you just deselect them. So super quick and easy to set this up. I'm really, really impressed. I think Stardust, not a big fan of. Let's take that one off. Once you've gone through and scheduled some, you can generate more posts if you want. The number of posts will depend on your tier from AppSumo. So if you want to generate as many posts as you want, get to the top tier. So I really like this one simply because it has a very quick value delivery. The other two, they're going to take a while to fully set up and realize the value. Whereas this, you can be set up, you can link your social accounts, you can generate some posts, and then you can hit schedule. And the same day you could get a month's worth of posts lined up and going out for your brand or maybe your client's brands. If you do get the highest tier, then you get the agency account. So this allows you to add up to 50 different business profiles, and your agency account can have team members. And then each workspace has a clients area, so you can invite clients to the workspace as well. I've not really explored that. As you can see, it's just myself at the moment, so I don't know what they see. So which of the three do you like best for the instant gratification? It's got to be Marquee for me, but I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Links to all of these deal of the years are in the description, all affiliate links. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.